All right, good morning. This is Juan Castillo, Assistant Principal here at Pasquotank County High School. Thank you for joining me for Educators Drinking Coffee on a rainy Thursday morning here in North Carolina. I'm just tired of the rain. I don't know about you all, but it's either I want it to be cold enough to snow or warm enough to enjoy the rain, but it's kind of really cold showers really stink. Um, so today I got my Colombian coffee. I haven't had a chance to really talk a whole lot about the coffee I drink like I have in the past. So the coffee I'm drinking today is actually it's instant coffee, which I'm not a big fan of. But this is a Colombian Juan Valdez coffee that has coffee with a hint of caramel infused in it, and it's really good. I actually had it on my way here to work. These Ozark cups work fairly well. They have them at Walmart. Keeps the good morning, Miss Norman. Thank you for joining me. Keeps the coffee pretty warm. I have about an hour drive for it to still be warm. That's pretty good. Morning, Miss Lee. Today I don't have a guest today. I've had really a guest for the last few weeks. I have good morning, Mr. Harrell. Just myself, but just really want to talk about anything and everything. First thing I want to make sure I do touch base on for anybody watching, especially some of my students, hopefully they'll get to watch, especially my juniors. We have the ACT coming up on February 23rd. We had about 60 students sign up for the test on Tuesday. It is face-to-face here at school. And for our parents, we are going to continue to follow our safety protocols with social distancing, wearing the mask, maintaining 6 feet apart, no more than 10 on average here. I think the most we can have is about 10 or 11 students per room. So when it comes to ACT testing, actually there's only going to be, as of right now, scheduled I think between 9 and 10 at the most in each of the testing sessions. The test we want to kind of get started around 8:30. So those of you coming in, please try to make sure to be here a little bit earlier because there is that checking process. I do need our students to do the screening form online. We will have some here. We do have to take temperature. All that has to be done prior to starting. So it is going to take some time to get everybody here. Unfortunately, that day, we're not able to provide transportation for Tuesday for the 23rd. So everybody coming in to take the test will either be coming as a student driver or coming with another student, or parents are dropping them off. So thank you so much for that. The other thing is on Tuesday, February 23rd, it's going to be a completely asynchronous day for the rest of the school. So if you're not a junior taking the ACT, you're going to have an assignment just like you have on Wednesdays to complete. So it's not a day you just sit back and enjoy off. No, you still have work to do. And juniors that are taking the ACT, by coming to take the ACT, that is how we will take your attendance that day. So that's pretty much going on. Now, for any student who is not able to come and take, good morning, Mr. Shanley, to take the ACT or be able to come and take the ACT on the 23rd, we'll be offering the makeup day on March 9th. So if you're a junior and are unable to come and take the test on Tuesday, then your date will be March 9th. Buenos días, madre. So keep that in mind. Just if you didn't get a chance to sign up or weren't too sure about taking it. So now we have it. The question I get a lot is, good morning, Miss Midge. It is a rainy day. It stinks a little bit. I'm tired of the rain. And all these flood warnings, whatever, for the last month, it seems like we've had almost every day raining. But what was I going to say about? I know we were talking ACT. My gosh, my mind's going blank. Just thinking about, I don't know if anybody there was listening to what I was saying. As far as what I was saying, shoot me a reminder. As far as the ACT, Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think anything else. Oh, just until I remember, as far as juniors, you don't need calculators. We'll provide calculators for you. We'll provide scratch paper. ACT does that. One key thing, and I'm going to be sending out a Google form later on today, and that is and I hate, sorry about the Google forms, but that is really how I can tell that you've seen the information, is that to take the ACT, you have to take what's called the non-testing portion of the ACT, and that really asks a lot of demographical information as far as, you know, who you are, the classes you've taken, all that kind of stuff, and it also is where you put where you want your scores to go, and that has to be done. It needs to be done before we take the test. So I'm going to send it out. You can actually do that non-testing portion at home. In the past, you had to do that here at school, but because of the conditions we're on, ACT is at least allowing you to do that part. So I'm going to send an email with the Google form with all the information attached of what you need to do, where to go, log on, and to do all that information. When it comes to filling out all that information, good morning, Ms. Crutch, you do the best that you can. I mean, the one things that you definitely know and want to make sure you put everything correct is, of course, your name, if it asks for any of that kind of information, whether you're male, female, all that stuff. When it comes to, you know, how many years of math have you taken? You do the best that you can, you know. If you took math, if you're currently taking a math, and the question is, you know, how many years of math have you already taken? That's talking about in the past, not the present. So you wouldn't count the present. If you're taking math 3 right now, then you've only gotten up to math 2. I hope that, and I'll try to explain that in the letter without being too lengthy. Trying to think something else going on. Guys, also, you know, as you're going to be taking the ACT, one of the biggest tips, and we talked about it last week with the counselors, and please don't hesitate to go into our school website under resources, you'll see there, is do not leave any questions blank. A question left blank is pretty much a guaranteed question that's marked wrong. Meanwhile, if you come down to the wire, answer the rest of the questions. You know, if you have 10 questions left and you say you have a minute left, then you got to do what you got to do. But if you leave those 10 questions blank, then that's 10 questions wrong for sure. Meanwhile, if you circle in an answer, you at least have a 25% chance of getting it right. And sometimes, you know, when you look at these questions, you can take away one of the possible answers. So now you're down to 3. Now you have a third of a chance to get it right. So the odds increase. So don't stay too long on one question. If you're in question 7 and next thing you know, it's been 5 minutes, you got to move on. Okay, because that's going to hurt you in the back end. Kind of mark that down, flag it, and then come back and do it. So you get scratch paper, write the number down if you have to, and then you can come back to it. It's computer based, so you should be able to flag it and be able to come back at the very end when you kind of look at all your answers. So if anybody out there has any other suggestions for juniors, please put it in the chat. I'd greatly will appreciate it. Trying to think some other things happening here at school aside from the ACT. Tonight, it is our basketball senior night for our boys, our final game of the season. It's against Northeastern. Should be a pretty good game. The team's coming off one of their big wins. Really, it seems like since I've been here and from Tuesday, they beat First Flight. It was an awesome game. It went down to the wire. Pasquotank pretty much had to lead the entire game, I think, with the exception of about 2 minutes in, I think, early fourth quarter. They were down, I think, by 1 or 2. But we held strong. The team fought hard. Really proud of them. Check out the video. Good morning, Trinika. Mr. Stanley says, for juniors, I agree 100%. Guys, Monday night, eat well and get a big sleep. And then wake up early Tuesday, have a nice big breakfast, okay? You cannot bring food into the testing site. But guys, take care of your bodies and your bodies will take care of you. So that is really important. We take that for granted and we think, whatever, it's just, no, believe me, do that thing. I would encourage you also, I know some of you love drinking those energy drinks. maybe it is your thing, but if you normally don't drink energy drinks, I wouldn't go and say, I'm going to take an energy drink right before the test. Guys, these energy drinks give you a big boost. And then an hour and a half later, 2 hours, you're coming down. And what happens in an hour and a half, 2.5 hours later is you're in the middle of the test. You're down to your last 2 sections and you're coming down. We miss you too, Trinika. Even though I've been seeing you singing online too. But yeah, it's make sure you guys take care of yourselves, take care of your bodies, eat healthy as much as you can. Trying to see what else. So the basketball game. So it's tonight, Thursday. It is Thursday, right? The weeks now, the days go by crazy. So tonight is the last home basketball game for the boys. Tune in. We're going to try to stream it live. The last couple times I've tried to put different camera angles behind the backboards. I was able to do it for the first half. Then we had like a little power outage, and that kind of knocked that camera off. Tonight I'm going to try to have it from both backboards and in center court, and hopefully have a good way to transmit the game. I did fix my camera problem. The uniforms for First Flight were looking green for almost the entire first half. I finally figured out in the second half I had a green screen in the background. That's what was moving the colors. I thought I needed a new camera, so I was glad that wasn't the case. I could use some help if there's anybody out there tonight to help me with the camera and setting things up. I would appreciate any staff members. I probably want to try to get set up. Trying to think. Probably maybe during lunch today. Oh, thank you. Tonight is the Pasco Tank Band's Drumline's first performance, and it's going to be at the game. So definitely something to watch. Join us. Mr. Stanley, if you don't, I can send you the links to the games tonight. I can't do it right now because I'm in the middle of the broadcast. But that way you can share it with the parents so they can kind of check it out. That would be cool. Trying to think anything else that was happening this week and coming up next week. I want to try to figure out. I know we gave some shout outs to Mr. Harrell, Mr. Brumsey, and I know I'm forgetting somebody else, and I apologize. We had 3 staff members who we gave shout outs to. We try to do that every week. So many people here, guys, behind the scenes do so much to help the school run, to make sure we have everything ready for you all. That a lot of people go thankless because of that, and we like to try to shed some light into that. So it's really cool. Oh, one other thing for some of you youngsters out there, we are now streaming live on Twitch. At least that's how I have set this up. If any of you have Twitch, if you can check, I don't know if Twitch may not be able to make comments, but if you're watching and you have Twitch, let me know that it is currently being broadcasted. We're going to try. It seems Twitch is another platform. A lot of youngsters are in it, so we're trying to reach more of our students. So I'm not sure how much they know, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Miss Crutch. On Wednesday, Wednesday 24th, we're going to have cap and gown pickup that Wednesday for the graduates this year coming up between 4 to 6 p.m. Ms. Crutch, do you know where exactly the cap and gown is going to be? In the front of the school, on the side? If you're able to put that on the chat. So next Wednesday, cap and gown pickup for our seniors, be from 4 to 6 p.m. Good morning, Mr. Lee. Oh, yes. God, there's so many things going on, I tell you. So also for parents and anybody else watching, especially students, we have what's called Positive Panther Support. Okay, it's available in early mornings, before school starts, in the afternoon, in the evenings, and even some weekend hours. So the cap and gown pickup will be in the front of the building. And there also will be you can also buy them that day on sale for $57. Miss Midge asked if Jocelyn's will be coming again this spring? That's a good question. I hope they do. And let's see what else. But yeah, the Positive Panther support, it's great. It's an opportunity for students. If you need additional assistance, if I need help with math, Ms. Crutch, where can, off the top, really, where can they find where the schedule is, or where all the possibilities of support are? Just here being here, I can't recall right now. This Colombian coffee is good today. But anyways, so if I'm a math student and I need help, I go there and I look, and there's going to be, say, Mr. Anderson, and he's available from, let's say, from 5 to 6. That's my time available. I'll log on. It's just like a class meet, and I can receive support. They're going to be live. It's I don't want to call it a homework hotline, but it's kind of like just a possibility for you to receive just additional support. And there are all kinds of things. Miss Melanie, you were here earlier, and I think you do something too. Yes. Oh, most definitely. Let me see. I'm going to invite here Miss Crutch, our principal. I think she just likes being on air and trying to take my spotlight, but that's, hey, I'm willing to share the spotlight anytime. So, but yeah, Ms. Mellon, like I said, I know you're one that does that. And anybody, Mr. Lee, I don't know if you do any kind of the Positive Panther support available, Mr. Stanley, or anybody else listening, to let us know what some of the things you provide, maybe your times. That would be very cool. So anyway, just reading one of the comments here. Trying to think what else. I do want to thank, the Health Department of Albemarle, the school district, to help employees get their vaccination. So thank you for anybody and everybody who helped get that. I do appreciate their efforts to get us. Appreciate you guys thinking of us to help us get those vaccinations, and still working hard on getting everybody else. So, all right, here is Miss Crutch. All right. All right, you are live, Ms. Crutch. Their efforts to get us. Appreciate you guys thinking of us to help us get those vaccinations, and still working hard on getting everybody else. So, all right.
Let me get out of Facebook.
Crutch. Yeah. All right. Myself. All right, you are live, Ms. Crutch. Their efforts to get us. Appreciate.
All right. Yes, I don't like you being on camera by yourself. That's like too much power. I was getting jealous. No, I really can't type as fast. You asked me like 5 different questions, and I'm like, Lord, by the time I answer the one question, he's gonna ask 5 more. So I think
Positive Panther.
Positive Panther support. All right. So I've emailed it to students. I think it's on the website. I'll check that in a second. I put it in Panther Pride, so it's just a link, and I think it's called a Google site. First, let me just say I really, really, really appreciate Ms. Driver and Ms. McDaniels taking the lead on that, doing all the groundwork. I think Ms. Driver developed the Google site for us to be able to put that on, and I really appreciate that. And that makes it much easier because it's all right there in the one place. I'm going to share the link with you. Do you think we can show people how to do it?
We might be. Yeah, if you can share that link with me, and then I can share that page.
Did you get my answer about if Justin is going to be back with us or not?
I did not. I didn't see it in the.
Okay. Well, I don't know yet. Normally Jostens does not deliver the cap and gowns until May. The only reason they're delivering them early this time is because seniors have to have the cap and gown, their own cap and gown, in order to take cap and gown pictures. Because again, we're not sharing like clothing, that type of thing. And I don't know that the cap and gown would hold up to the, the spraying and the cleaning process that we had to do for the other senior pictures. And so we just rather you have your own. Keep in mind, cap and gown pictures are not required. They're not going to go in the yearbook or anything like that. So it's totally up to you. I believe we have scheduled that date for cap and gown pictures. I believe it's March 31st, which is a Wednesday. And so just wanted to share that information.
Gotcha. And Ms. Midge, thank you for emailing Mr. Harville about that. I appreciate it. All right, so here's the website. Let me see, make sure we can kind of see it. There it is. So PCHA's Pasquotank Positive Support Program. And then here's a little survey. And I think here are the list of the programs we have available. So like, I guess this is for today, Thursday?
That is for today. And so right now it's currently 8:20. And you notice we have some teachers that are early birds, which also means a lot of times we have students that are early birds. And so if you're one of those folks that get up early, check out those early sessions. Normally they're from like 7 to 8. I think there might have been one that was 6. I can't remember, but check that out. But we're past that point. So now let's focus on what's happening this afternoon. So you see we got a college job application, ACT, SAT test prep with Ms. Channel, CTE support with Ms. Bazemore, music theory with Ms. Norman at 4 o'clock, science with Mr. Mappo, writing job search resume with Ms. Dix, English writing or history with Ms. Bond, applications and resumes with Ms. Schuler, social studies support with Alsbrook or college or job applications, and math support with Mr. Davenport. So we're trying to do a lot of different things. Can you click on one of those so they can see that when you click on it, you get more information?
I'll click on science with Mr.
All right. So notice when you click on the link, you actually will see before you click on it, all you see is the start time. But when you click on it, you actually see the duration. And so this one is a 1-hour session. And so if you log in at any time from 4 until 5 o'clock, Mr. Mappo will be there ready to help you in science. If you click on, you see that it says go to meet.google.com and then use that nickname. So of course you can follow those directions. But if you click on more details,
let me see. Oh, it sends me to a new website. Hang on.
And it won't let you see that.
Well, it sends me to the Google Calendar.
Yes, but I want to show that part if you can.
Right. Yeah. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that not that I have anything bad, but that it wasn't showing my calendar.
Sure.
All right. Let me see. Let me stop screen and let me share that screen now. That's the one thing I haven't quite figured out how to do.
I think it's just like you said, it protects us from, showing something to the world that they're not necessarily supposed to see.
Let me see, forwarded. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure this is the one calendar. This is the support. Oh.
I'm looking for a box. Like if it sent you right to your calendar, it'll have to be a box right in the center.
See, this is what I thought. It's showing.
It's okay. Do it again and let's see if the box occurs.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me go back here. Stop sharing. Okay, let me go back. This is calendar English support. Okay, no, this is like, oh, you know what it is? Give me 1 second. I think what's happening here is that, okay. I should be able to. I just wanted to make sure I had it's my calendar, but I took everything else out right now. And I should be fine now to share it. That's what I just wanted to make sure. Tab. There it goes. Okay. So this is how the calendar session looks like. Let me kind of zoom in maybe for today.
Yeah, it still doesn't show what I wanted it to show.
Right.
For each person, when you click on that more details, it'll take you directly to your calendar. And then right in the middle of your calendar, you'll see the direct link to get into the session. And so that's what happens when you hit more details. But when you're in the calendar, you also can hit the direct link as well. So that's what I was trying to show, but no big deal.
Yeah, no, I think I know what you're talking about. What happened? Let me see if I have here.
It's fine. It's fine. Can you go back to the schedule?
Yeah, I'll go back to the schedule.
Okay.
Back here. Okay. Okay. So here. So yeah, once you click that, or you can copy. It looks like you can copy it straight to your calendar.
Yeah, and I don't know if that just copies the one session, so I'm not sure about that part. But click on the link; it'll give you more information.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most important things that you need to know is how long will this session last.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the teachers are there the whole time, so it's an open link. So if at 4:45 you decide that you want some science support, you can join in with Mr. Moppo at that time, and he can at least help you for those 15 minutes. Friday, take a look. We don't have any early sessions on Friday, but we have some afternoon sessions at 4 o'clock that start at 4, several of those. One that starts at 5 and one that starts at 6. And then, look, Saturday and Sunday, we have some sessions. My phone is ringing, but I'm trying to ignore it right this moment.
Yeah, that's incredible for Saturdays. I appreciate these people taking the times, even on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely take a look at this, students, parents. It's another opportunity, and getting the opportunity, to talk to a teacher that if you need math support, that is very good.
And can you go all the way up to the top of the website? Because I had a student email me last night and ask for something specific. They wanted like some Excel training, how to use an Excel spreadsheet, and they wanted like how to do like a to-do list or set up a calendar so they can kind of stay on track of all their assignments and things that they have to do. Mm-hmm. And so right there you see it says Positive Panther Support Interest Survey. Mm-hmm. And so if there's something that you want that we don't currently offer, fill it out and let us know. And then every week we'll take a look and see, and we'll make adjustments for that next week. We'll see who's willing to do those subjects that the kids want. And the truth is, we actually surveyed you guys about 2.5 months ago. That's why we have the topics that we currently do, but we can adjust whenever we need to.
Yeah. It reminds me of our kind of a little bit of the flex time we had last year, but now, these are definitely during non-school hours. It's just another
Absolutely.
way.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because we actually have some SEL activities. I know Miss Bowen did it Among Us. I want to say maybe Miss Dix was also going to do an Among Us, and different things. And so we can include that as well. We just need to know what you guys want.
Most definitely. Well, like I said, it's a jam-packed week this week, and next week coming up with ACT and everything. Reminding folks, the game tonight, basketball senior night. I said they're coming off a big win. That was very, very, very good to see those young men really fighting to the end.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Our drum line will be performing tonight.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah. And then, we're going to celebrate our seniors. And so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And then, it's just good. It's going to be a good way to kind of finish out the week strong and everything. Make sure we're about 2 minutes from about class starting. So make sure you guys are getting ready. But next Thursday we'll be here. We'll see exactly. I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to have on board next week, but I want to make sure I had some more time to talk about ACT.
Sounds great. All right.
Well, thank you, Ms. Crush, for joining me here. I appreciate it. Thank you all.
I'll try not to be jealous next time and let you do your thing.
Yeah.